Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. This is Matt Connerton from IPM Nation. And so what we're doing this week on the show is kind of a review, if you will, of the show that I attended Friday the 13th, January 13th, at Area 23 on North Main Street in Concord, New Hampshire, a show put on by Rob Kleiner called The Rock and Social. And Rob has a long history, long association with Local Outbreak, and of course, a very long history in the local music scene as well. But he's been in several different projects as well as some solo material that he's recorded. I think probably the first time we had him on the band was on the show was probably when he was in part of the duo Senator Watley. That goes back quite a few years. He's also a member of Captain Chet Lawson's Snake Oil Review. He's also involved in the Go Local Music Festival. He was the engineer for this very program for a long time. And he's I've done a lot of shows with Rob over the years in the local music scene. I think we were actually trying to figure out, I think I've known Rob for, it's been at least 20 years. So 20 years of friendship and teaming up on various things in the music scene and whatnot. And so Rob Kleiner does a great deal for the local music scene, particularly around Concord, New Hampshire. So he invited me to participate and to represent Local Outbreak at the show at Area 23 on Friday night. It was the first time I'd been at Area 23, and I know the guys who run it, and very, very cool place. I highly recommend it if you haven't been there yet. And really, really good acoustics in there, too. Everybody sounded great. So it was a great time. He had quite a few singer-songwriters perform, mostly acoustic, and many of them were people who have been on this program as guests over the years. And a few who I was meeting for the first time, but a lot of familiar faces there. I also got to meet for the first time the great Brian Coombs, who is a producer and the owner at Rocking Horse Studio, singular, I should say. RockingHorseStudio.com is the website if you want to check it out online, in Pittsfield, New Hampshire. And it was great to finally meet Brian because, as I told him during our conversation, that man's name has come up quite a bit on this program. Many of the interviews that I've done on Local Outbreak over the years, when I've talked to my guests about, I'll inevitably ask them, so the material we're hearing tonight, where did you record this? And the name that comes up more than any other studio is Rocking Horse Studio, and the name of the producer who comes up more than anybody else is Brian Coombs. So I told Brian, I said, it's great to finally meet you because I've been hearing your name for years and good things. Everyone I meet who utters your name says wonderful things about you, both as a person and as a producer, as an engineer, etc. So it's great to finally meet Brian, and we will definitely have Brian on the show very soon. He expressed his appreciation for Local Outbreak and what we do here, and helping to support local music, and he absolutely wants to come on the show. So that'll be great. He was there. He performed, in fact, with Anna Madsen, who is currently recording at Rocking Horse, and they've been working on material together. And you're going to hear a little bit of Anna later in the show. But yeah, so that was Friday night. Now, I did record the entire show, or most of it anyway. I had to edit a couple things where the sound it was too difficult to hear. And I made a separate file specifically for the live show from the 13th at Area 23, and we will make that available at ipmnation.com/local-outbreak. Just look for, if you go to that page, and you'll see it, Local Outbreak Area 23 live performance. And we'll make that available for you, and you can play it, download it, whatever you want to do with it, check it out. However, for this program, for our official Local Outbreak episode for this week, I'm going to try to play a studio track, one studio track from each performer from that night. I thought about using the live recording, and that kind of was the original idea. Present the live recording here on the show, but it's very raw. It's rough, you know. I mean, there's no real production on it. We just did kind of a straight recording, and you know, a lot of the room noises in there, so you can kind of hear people chattering and whatnot. And I want to make sure that I do all these very talented people justice. So I thought, you know what? Let's play some of their studio tracks, and obviously some of what you hear tonight inevitably will have been recorded at Rocking Horse with Brian Coombs. Some of these tracks, but let's play studio tracks during Local Outbreak, and we'll make the show. You know, it's about a 3-hour recording, the live performances from Area 23. So we'll make that available as a separate thing that people can check out. But like I said, it's not, you know, it doesn't sound bad by any means, but you know, there's a lot going on in the room, and it was a very, very busy place. It was a packed house. Rob did a really great job on the event getting people in there. So, but of course, it's a double-edged sword in this case, only because there were so many people there. You can hear a lot of chatter during the live performances. And if we do this again at Area 23, I might try to figure out a different way to record it where maybe I can, you know, maybe plug in directly to the board or something. But like I said, that's available. By the time you're hearing this, that will be up and available again at ipmnation.com/local-outbreak. As will this program, of course, as always. And so I'm going to play you some music from some of these great people who played at Area 23. And as per usual with these compilation shows where it's multiple artists, I'm not going to do a lot of talking from this point forward now that we've gotten the introduction and the exposition out of the way. So each artist that I play for you tonight, if you like what you hear, I do hope that you'll take the time to find them online, Google them, find them on Facebook, on Reverb Nation, on Bandcamp, etc. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about each artist. I'll tell you who they are and the name of the song, and the rest is up to you, because I like to try to cram as much music as I possibly can into the little time that we have on this program. So, and we've got a lot to play tonight, and I probably won't get to all of it, but let's do what we can. I'm going to start with this gentleman, Walker Smith. He's been on the show before. And it was great to see him the other night at Area 23. And we're going to play this track called Waiting for Letters to Come by Walker Smith here on Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.
Okay. Hawks had a voice you'd remember. Pray to God you'll never forget. Came in like a whisper, a beautiful secret, and left a song buzzing around in your head before you even met. Hawks had a mean disposition, but only to keep the riffraff away. If you only knew her light and her darkness, you'd get lost in her shades of gray. But darling, send me a letter and tell me that you miss home. Tell me you miss me when you're drifting alone. And Henrietta, I'll write a letter and say, Mary stands tall on old Polish hill. The sun makes it look like she's burning. Nobody tells you about all the heartaches in life. It's always something you're learning. The immaculate heart of Mary beats like a drum. Counting my days, I gaze out the window, waiting for letters to come. Hawks left for New York City for the fashion and the fast-moving cars. Spends all her days writing songs in the kitchen, and her nights trying to sing them in bars. But darling, send me a letter and tell me that you miss home. Tell me you miss me when you're drifting alone. And Henrietta, I'll write a letter and say, Mary stands tall on old Polish hill. The sun makes it look like she's burning. Nobody tells you about all the heartaches in life. It's always something you're learning. The immaculate heart of Mary beats like a drum. Counting my days, I gaze out the window, waiting for letters to come. Like she's burning. Nobody tells you about all the heartaches in life. I guess it's something you're learning. The immaculate heart of Mary beats like a drum. Counting my days, I gaze out the window, waiting for letters to come.
Oh, wow, what a great song. Waiting for Letters to Come by Walker Smith. That is so good. Coming up next, I'm going to play something from this gentleman, Brooks Young, who was a guest on Local Outbreak several years ago, actually. It's been a while since we've had Brooks on. And, he's had a lot of success. He's really been able to transcend the local scene and get out and play a lot of shows and tour elsewhere and record with a lot of different people, some names you'd probably recognize. So Brooks has been doing great, and he's a really, really good guy, so I'm very happy for him. He played, actually, a couple interesting things during his set. He played a live acoustic, because it was just him by himself. He's usually with the Brooks Young Band, but it was him doing the solo thing, just him and his guitar, Friday night at Area 23, and he did a cover of Miss You by the Rolling Stones that was absolutely fantastic. I loved it. And he also did a solo acoustic version of what we're about to play, but this is the and I loved his own solo version of this, but I love the studio track even more, and I've had this stuck in my head all day, so I'm really looking forward to hearing this again, because this is just such a great track. The Brooks Young Band, and the song is called We Were Young, here on Local Outbreak.
Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. This is Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com. This week on the show, kind of doing a review, playing some of the artists that played the other night at Area 23 at the Rock and Social that Rob Kleiner put on. Rob, by the way, has a very cool website all about the local music scene, yourband.info. Yourband.info. There's a blog that with new articles all the time about local music, as well as a podcast, the yourband.info radio podcast, which you can hear as well, and just a lot of great stuff there. So a great resource that I don't mention enough on the show, but I should. So we're going to continue on. Pat Gochez, who has been on the show, he played the other night, did a great set. Pat sometimes plays by himself, and he has both released music as both a solo artist and with his band, Pat and the Hats. And I'm going to play something for you now from Pat and the Hats. And this is great. This is really catchy. I just heard this for the first time yesterday, and I love it. It's called Daddy's Song by Pat and the Hats here on Local Outbreak. I love that. Up next, a gentleman no stranger to local Outbreak. He's been on the show a bunch of times. Always great to talk to, and always great to hear play live. And his studio work is really good too. And he's just a really good guy. This is Tristan Omond, and this is called Welcome to Lonely Lanes.
Have another round on me. I bought the last one even though it was best 2 out of 3. Alright. I don't mind losing once in a while. It does no injury I see. Just rack the bins and market spare. Pass another one to me. It's a lonely life. Such a lonely life. Don't try fooling with what you don't believe. It's a quick draw world full of loathsome lies. These are lonesome times. So let's forget all that tonight. It's about closing time. They're polishing the lanes, spraying down the shoes. The cashier counts the change. Oh, but you and I, old pal, drunk as skunks on Tuesday night. We'll just stumble on home. It won't be a graceful sight, and the world won't mind. It'll turn and turn while our lonely lives just burn and burn. It's a lonely life, such a lonely life. Don't try fooling with what you don't believe. It's a quick draw world full of loathsome lies. These are lonesome times. So let's forget all that tonight.
Up next, Matt Gelly. This is called Aliens.
Mom and my dad, I know what they seem. The dull appearance is part of the scheme. I know their plans, I know their techniques. My parents are outer space, alien freaks. They landed on Earth in a spaceship humongous, posing as grown-ups. They now walk among us. Parents deny this, but I know the truth. They're here to enslave me and spoil my youth. Early each morning And as the sun rises, mom and dad put in the earthly disguises. Knew right away, the masks weren't legit. The faces are lined, the sag and don't fade. The Earth's gravity makes them sluggish and slow. They say not to run wherever I go. They live by the clock, they're slaves to routines. They work year round, they're almost machines. They're not a TV, dry food and much worth. They cannot be human, they're not of this earth. I cannot escape their alien gaze, and they're warping my mind with their alien ways. Sinister plots, this one is a gem. They're bringing me up to turn me into them.
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com and 100.1 The Planet. This is Matt from IPM Nation. And continuing on tonight with playing some music from some of the great local artists who performed the other night at Area 23, the Rock and Social put on by the great Rob Kleiner. And coming up next, we're going to play something that this was the one act that did something really different. You know, everybody had their acoustic guitars and they were kind of doing the singer-songwriter solo acoustic thing for the most part. But Anna Madsen, who is has been working with, as I mentioned at the top of the show, Brian Coombs at Rocking Horse Studio, they performed together. Brian was there to play keyboard for kind of a stripped-down version of material that you're about to hear. So she was the one really who kind of stood out just in terms of the genre of music that she operates in. And you'll hear what I mean. This is really great stuff. It was interesting to hear her because I hadn't heard her studio material yet. So to hear her with just her and Brian, her singing, Brian playing keyboard, was interesting. And it kind of gave me an idea of what the songwriting was like and the style and whatnot. But here, I'm going to play a track for you. This is the full studio production. I don't know if this particular track was recorded at Rocking Horse or not. I know that what they're working on now, her upcoming album, I know that was done there, but I'm not sure if this was or not. But so if it wasn't, my apologies to Brian. But and we'll have them both on the show soon anyway, like I said. But this is really interesting, very different. The name of the track is Palm Reader. And again, this is Anna Madsen. And by the way, if you're looking her up online, it's Anna with two N's, A-N-N-A, and Madsen is M-A-D-S-E-N. And this is called Palm Reader.
Stranger come, the lady read my palm. I've got a line that reads forever. If you got love, come give me some. Stranger stay, I'm exactly what you need. Are you brave enough to let me take the lead? One or two together, I'm just waiting for the day. That one I asked the Ouija board to send will come my way. Stranger come, the lady read my palm. I've got a line that reads forever. If you got love, come give me some. Stranger stay, I'm exactly what you need. Are you brave enough down my face, but I can't find you, so obey. Sun and moon and stars rotate, but I will wait for you. I will wait for you.
Up next, Lauren Hurley, who's been on the show a couple times, she played this song, in fact, the other night. It's called Cherry. This is really good.
Would you win a contest? Cherry on your lip and your fingertip, babe. A little bit of lust. Lying on the lawn, all my limbs go lazy. You smile and the whole world crumbles around you, darling. Hearts wild like the holes in the bottom of the ocean. I cannot wait to see wants a place to go, to call their home. Everybody wants a place to go. There'll be love. They'll call it home. Oh, home. Oh, home. Oh, home. Oh, home. Oh, home. Gotta make a paycheck. Gotta take a bus into the city. Never call it payback. Every night without you is such a pity. You breathe and the whole world swells up inside you, darling. I need to swim to the bottom of that ocean. To see you again. 2, 3, 4. Everybody wants a place to go, to call their home. Everybody wants a place to know. There'll be love. They'll call it home. Oh, home. Oh, home. Oh, home. Oh, please let me keep you. I just wanna need you. I'll never put you down. Not even when your bridge is breaking, we're sleeping on the ground. Everybody wants a place to go, call their Everybody wants a place to go. There'll be love. They'll call it home. Oh, home. Oh, home. Oh, home. Oh,
This gentleman opened the show the other night. This is, I'd never met him or heard him before, but I like him a lot. This is DJ Parker. It's called Numb.
I wish I could explain the reason for all of my pain. I'm so tired of having to feign all of my happiness. Need to find something else to help me become numb. Try and try by myself. Please help me become numb. I would let you in, but you could never begin to understand the wasteland that is now me. Yeah, need to find something else to help me
IPMNation.com.
Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. We got time for one more. We didn't get to everybody who played the other night at Area 23, but a lot of great local talent there, and it was good to kind of get out in the scene. My schedule being the way it is, being so busy, I don't have time to go to a lot of live shows. But this was really great, and I really enjoyed, like I said, seeing some old friends, seeing some people who've been on the show who I've never gotten to see live before, and of course meeting some new people too. And it was just a great time. And thank you again to Rob Kleiner for all that you do for the local music scene. And if you want to check out previous episodes of Local Outbreak, of course, it's been 7 years now that we've been doing this show. You can go to IPMNation.com/local-outbreak. Everything is there. On that page, you'll find, I think, at least the last year and a half of shows. And then if you click the archives icon on the page, it'll take you to the full archive. So please do that. Check that out. And please make sure that do what you can to support local music. Very, very important. All right, we do have time for one more to wrap up this week's show. There was a gentleman named Chris Cochran who played solo the other night at Area 23, but he's in the band Granite State Revival. So we're going to wrap up with a song from Granite State Revival. Great, great stuff. This is, and these guys are all really talented players. This is called Devil Tree from Granite State Revival here on Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. Good night.
Yeah.
Outbreak with IPMNation.com.